Welcome to a Cosmic Energy Update with multidimensional energy specialist Raquel Spencer.
Well, hello everyone, this is Raquel and welcome. We are sitting in the middle of two eclipses, almost halfway between the two eclipses that occur this month in February. And it's really an interesting time energetically as we feel the lull of energy. It's a time right now within the cycles that we go through to actually go within and really nurture and relax and take care of yourself as new levels of upgrades continue to anchor into your physical body. As we go through this process, and each of us go through our own individualized experience of the upgrades and the shifts and the changes that happen within our physical body and our energetic matrix. And as we do this, many of us forget to step back and really look at the big picture. As we go through these ebbs and flows, the energy has to integrate into the physical body. It has to be truly assimilated into the matrix, into the physical body. So many of you are right now experiencing kind of a lull. Many of you are wanting to just sleep, hunker down, nurture yourself, nurture your body. You're not wanting to do much. You're not wanting to really instigate anything new. And that's really appropriate for where we're sitting in the frequencies and between the cosmic events. And so if you find yourself really not wanting to engage in the outer world and really going deep within and just nurturing the body, know that you're right on cue. You are really listening, whether you're acknowledging that you're listening or not, because the body needs time to integrate the downloads and the upgrades that came in with the last eclipse, which was actually on the full moon. And we're sitting in the middle between those two energies. The next eclipse is a week away on the 26th. And right now the body is just preparing. It's integrating what has come in and is again prepping for the energy that's coming with the second eclipse this month. And many of us, we get in a place where we forget to look at the bigger picture of what is happening. We forget to really pay attention to the fact that we are really in a very, very large cycle transition that is going on. And yes, we are individuals experiencing this in our daily lives. And many of us, we forget. Sometimes we want everything to just happen right now. And we want everything fixed yesterday. And we want to live our perfect life. And we just want to be done with this process. And I acknowledge that because I get in that space myself now and then. But it's really important to step back and realize the magnitude of this cycle that we're in and the part that we play. Because we are, as a collective, making huge strides towards setting the stage and changing the vibration on this planet. And it is in a collective format that the results or the vision of this can actually be seen. And when we get into our individualized experiences, sometimes we can forget the impact that we have. And so I want you to really acknowledge the fact that even though we are the center of our own universe, we are the only understanding that we have within this experience, that we are all connected, especially the group of light workers on this planet that are incarnate. We are all connected and we are part of a collective that is day by day, breath by breath, making the shifts and changes that are necessary to bring about the shift in consciousness in this particular cosmic window. And sometimes when we get bogged down into, here we go again, another round of upgrades and my body just wants to sleep, we forget to look at the big picture. And it's important to stay connected to that understanding and that wisdom that it is a bigger picture. It is ebb and flow that happens when we come into these lulls and these times when it's absolutely imperative to nurture and take care of the vehicle that is allowing this to happen at all. Our bodies are going through and continue to go through massive changes. This is not the status quo of what your parents or your grandparents went through in a normal lifetime in a physical body. We are continuously pushing the boundaries of the physical body to integrate and shift and change into a vehicle that can hold more information and consciousness within the cellular structure. And so as we do this, the body is really evolving at an accelerated rate, and we forget because we're in the middle of it. We're living it day by day. And so I just want you to acknowledge the fact of what your body is going through in order to hold a different level of frequency and consciousness on the planet. And in these times when the body requires more rest, when we go through another ebb and flow cycle like we're in this very moment, in the lull between the two eclipses where the body is taking advantage and really integrating very deeply to truly acknowledge and love ourselves through this process and move out of the judgments and really take stock and look at yourself and your life and how you've shifted even since the beginning of the year. Because many of you have. You'll notice if you really take time to acknowledge your own growth, and I recommend doing this. Many of you forget to keep a journal or to really track your own progress because we're so in it all the time. But it's important to really journal or really take time to sit back and assess how much you've actually shifted. And one of the biggest things that I find is, in order to really track that, is how am I responding to the outer world? How are other people who trigger me, how am I responding to that? How am I moving through that? Am I doing so with less resistance? Am I doing so with more grace? Am I doing so with a higher understanding while I'm in the middle of the whole experience? So I invite you, as we sit in this lull, and I call it a lull because it's like taking a deep in-breath right now between the cosmic events, as Gaia is herself even calm at the moment. The amount of seismic activity is quite low. The solar flares are actually quite low. It's really a time of relaxation and healing for all of us. And so in this moment, in this time, it is really important to really look at how much you've grown and acknowledge that within your own being, because it allows you to really integrate it even deeper into your psyche, into your personality, and into your everyday life. So as we move into the next eclipse, which is exactly 7 days from now, allow your body to come out of this hibernation stronger. And it's not really a hibernation, but a rest period. Allow it to come out stronger and be ready to really acknowledge how much your body, how much stronger it feels, how much more centered you feel in your own beingness. And that's what this is really all about, because each time we go through this ebb and flow, each time there is a new upgrade and a new activation that comes in from the cosmos. It is truly a period of really stepping into the next level of mastery. And you'll notice, even thinking about a year ago, how much quicker you step up into that mastery, how much quicker you stay in that place of centeredness and awareness and being the observer in all that is happening around you. And so I invite you to do that as we move through this healing and integration period.